let's start over here. So first let's test print hello. Do I have a working Python 3? Awesome. Now let's also check import web VTT. Okay. So let's go ahead and start tiling this. Okay. WebVTT for caption in webvt.read. So now I need to give it a file to read, I guess. So for caption in web.vtt.read. So let's give it a file to read. Properties. I want to get the name. There we go. So grab the name. And right now I'm in my home folder, and it's in my subs folder, so I'm going to do /subs/vtt. That should do it. And now let's go ahead and grab this thing and see if it works. Unindent does not match the outer indent level. Okay, oh right, because okay, so it's using spaces here. So it gets so that's the thing about Python. It gets finicky about spaces and tabs, which you only know about working for this for a while. So let's go with indentation. Type spaces. Tab key indents apply. So now was that not? No. Projects. Edit preferences. Tech with final auto indent mode. Apply default indentation. Project. Apply default indentation. There we go. And there we can. You only kind of know about that since you run it. Okay. So there we go. So let's see what happens. And do I have boom, boom. If I take out the start and end bit, what do I get? Okay, so we've got a lot of repeats in here. Why in the world are there so many repeats? Just equal. Interesting. So, okay, so obviously this isn't going to quite work yet as a, because we've got all these repeated strings. So what we're going to do is obviously we're going to have to, So what we're going to have to do is like obviously figure out a way so that if things are duplicated, then don't print it out. So let's go ahead and go with prev line let's go with prev line is equal to hi, I am shouting. That is not a sentence I have uttered in the that's not going to appear in my subtitles anywhere. So that's a good starting value. Empty string would not be a good starting value because, you know, there are empty strings in there. So now let's go ahead and say if caption.txt, so if caption.text is not equal to caption.text is not equal to prevline, and I might have to look at how to do proper string comparisons in Python. I think this works though. Caption.text is not equal to prevline. Print caption.text. and caption dot text is not equal to the empty string. Print caption dot text and caption prev line is equal to caption dot text. Let's see what happens now. Oh, right, because in Python it's nice and I get to use the AND keyword instead. Inconsistent use of spaces and tabs. What's going on here? Oh, for the love of God. Project, build, apply default indentation. So, okay. Comma prev line. Let's go ahead and just print out caption.text. Okay, so actually, how big is text? Let's go ahead and figure that out. First off, let's factor everything off. We'll leave that I don't understand how this works for later. Print caption.text, print a divider for the line. Properties. Okay. Edit, preferences. What the heck? There we go. That should stop bothering me. All right, so that is very interesting. There are actually Oh, this is non-trivial. So, okay. This is non-trivial because there's a lot of repeats in there. Interesting. So it puts in, so it's grabbing some stuff, right? This isn't super easy. Just works, so we actually need to prove, so let me go over, interesting. So let's go ahead and take caption.text and let's see, how big is a caption, how many lines is that? Because I can just try, rather than trying to solve a general case for this issue, I can try to solve a specific case. Let's see. Let's see. If I do This won't solve it at all, but we'll see what happens. Nope. If caption.text is not in prev line, let's go ahead and let's just get, we need to print a success to show that we're filtering anything at all. So are we filtering anything at all? No. So the vast majority of the repeats are right next to each other. So let's go ahead and then they've got these new lines in there that break it up. So let's go ahead and say, okay, for string, for line in caption dot text dot split on the new line. If line not in previous line not equal to previous line, print line so we got that. We deleted a repeat there. If line equals let's go ahead and just not rely on that. Let's go ahead. So for line in caption, it's equal to the previous line. So if it is not equal to the previous line, so if my current line is not equal to the previous line, print the line and update what the previous line was. Otherwise, print blank. So for line in caption text dot split if line is equal to that. Okay, so string equality Python. Okay. Let's go ahead and start maybe. All right. Let's go ahead and just start experimenting with it in Python. Let's just go ahead and whoop. Captions equals list for line in. Sorry, and captions dot append caption dot txt text. Print captions 0. 1, 2. Print. So captions dot split. Okay, what about on a new line? There we go. And then we've got a space there. And there we go. So apparently I say a lot of gibberish. But there we go. All right, so now we're back here. I'm going over the contains method. So we finished writing up the contains method found. Basically, that we're trying to do is work, that we're searching for this item, is that we are. Let's go ahead and see how that matches up. And this was what file? This was binary tree adding 1. So now go over here.
All right, so we're back here, going over the contains method. So we finished writing up the contains method, and we found that basically that what we're trying to do is that we're searching for this item in the tree. We're asking, we're just asking basically, does the subtree that has root as its root?
Wow. So, thing to note. What we say, try writing down what you say as you say it or what somebody else says, especially somebody who trips over his speech so much like me. And it will be very fascinating experience. Now, of course, that's just printing it out, which is kind of less than useful right now. So now what we have to do is that we have to Now, let's go ahead and go to my resource, automate the boring stuff with Python. Okay, reading and writing files. I just need to read them. Boom. Finding all files in path. Or I could just ask Python all files in directory. Skip that. Don't need that anymore. Print list dir dot print lister path. I need a path. What's my path? Dot slash OS subs. And that's all the files. Okay. So there we go. Now, every file. Now let's go ahead and see. Every file ends with .en.vtt. So our output, we want that to end with .txt. So what we'll do is just simply just append .txt into that because I am so lazy. Okay. Files is equal to listdir sub for VTT file in files. God, I love Python. For each of those files in the VTT files, you'll need to. Let's see. Don't need this anymore. Writing file process. Open. Dot slash subs. Plus. Slash. Let's see what it's called. The file name should be VTT file. Plus, I'm not even going to strip anything from that. Plus txt. Output is equal to open txt indent. And then I think that's just output.write, I believe. Yep. Output.write line output.close to close the file, and then write, and then read in the VTT file. / subs. I hope this works. It's going to be very embarrassing if it doesn't. No such file or directory. File not found. What have we got here? Okay, it says there is no such file or directory, right? Oh, right. Tell me I want to write the file. When it works, it works. Let's see if it worked. Random thing. Which one do I want to look at? It's all one line, so unfortunately I'm not done yet. But so close. So close they can taste it. And then, let's see, output right line, output dot write /n. New line here, run. It's going to take a surprisingly short time to finish up. And we're golden. There we go. We've got scripts. So, let's see. How long was this video? This video has gone on for 27 minutes. That's one way to time it. The previous videos, lecture. So today's video is 13 minutes. So, in about 45 minutes worth of time, I just automated that something would have taken an hour, multiple hours of just tedious copy editing. Very, very, very tedious copy editing. Is there probably going to be an error in these files? Of course there's going to be an error. There's probably a couple of lines I didn't catch that are duplicated just simply because they weren't adjacent. That's going to happen. Oh well. The job is almost completely done. Look. Yeah. Yeah, that looks pretty reasonable. That looks extremely reasonable. So, when you get as good as I am, and I'm not good by any means, right? I don't consider myself a good programmer. Most people don't. This is... So, not necessarily when you get as good as I am, but when you get confident enough about being able to look up stuff, when you get confident enough about being able to say, I don't know this, let me see if somebody else has come up with a useful solution, right? Right? Because the hard part somebody else did to me, and thank you whoever wrote that VTT, web VTT. Let's go ahead and see web VTT. Right? Who wrote that? Right, whoever wrote this library, they're the one who did the really hard part. I just simply took what they did and I used it. Alejandro Mendez. So, thank that guy. He's awesome. He did this. He made it a lot. He did he made this exceptionally easy for me. And the rest of this was just standard text parsing, which is such a common problem, you will become familiar with it. Right? And I just know how to open files. I didn't even know how to... I know how to open a file, but often I have to look stuff up. Oh, I forgot the write method. Right there. Very easy. I am not that good. But doing that, that made it... It would have taken me hours upon hours to do something like this. Now, if only I had properly numbered my videos, so that would have been easier for me to watch them, or to go through them. Oh well. So, hope you guys enjoy this.